Good morning to all. Now let us go with the second problem on the field system design. In that they have given a design the field coil of a three-phase 50 Hz salient pole alternator based on the following design information. Diameter of the stator at the air gap they have given, gross length of the stator core, section of the pole body they have given, that is breadth and length of the pole body, height of the pole they have given, ampere turns per pole they have given the excitation voltage which is 110. So in this, what's our aim to find out? We need to find out the sectional area of the field conductor, field current, number of turns, resistance of the field coil and field copper losses. Now first I have written all the given data here, that is poles P is equal to 60, frequency F is equal to 50, diameter D is equal to 1 meter, length L is equal to 0.3 meter, height of the pole body 0.15 meter. After that they have given a field ampere turns which is 6500, section of the pole body they have given, that is breadth and length. Breadth is 0.15 and the length is a 0.3. Height of the pole HF is equal to 0.15 meter. Exciter voltage is equal to 110 here. Now let us move towards our first aim. What's our first aim here? Our first aim is to calculate the sectional area of conductor of the field winding here. For that, we can use this formula, that is AF is equal to rho LMTF IFTF divided by VC. Rho is a constant which is 0.01. So rho, next our aim is to find out the length of mean turn for the field winding. Length of mean turn for the field winding is given by 2 LP plus BP plus pi DF plus 2 into TI. 2 is a constant here, LP which is already given, that is a length of the pole body 0.3, plus BP also they have given, that is 0.15, plus pi is a constant, DF is nothing but the depth of the field coil. Depth of the field coil DF is equal to 0.03 meter. So that has been assumed each and every time. So insulation of the pole, that is TI, it is taken as a 0.01 meter. So now after substituting all these value, length of mean turn how much we are getting? We are getting as a 1.05 meter. So now here rho we have got, LMT we know. Next IFTF which is already given. Next we need to find out the exciter voltage here. So in case of an exciter voltage, how much they have given? They have given 110 volts here. So 110 volts they have given and 30% we are assuming as a reserve. So 110 minus 30 divided by number of field coils here. So number of field coils is equals to number of poles. So number of field coils is equal to number of poles which is 16. So VE is equal to how much we are getting? That is a 5 volt. Now if I substitute here this 5 and if we calculate AF, how much we are getting? 28.66 millimeters square. So 28.66. So for this what we are doing? We are seeing for this whatever the area which we have got, for this what we are doing? We are seeing the standard size in the standard table. So how which one is near to this? That is 16 mm into 1.8 mm. That is the standard size of the conductor which we have taken based on the calculation which we have done. Now a sectional area of the standard conductor is 28.5 millimeters square. Insulation over the conductor we are taking as a 0.5. So what is the size of the insulated conductor? Will be 16.5, 16 plus 0.5 it will become 16.5, 1.8 plus 0.5 it will become 2.3 mm. So now let us move towards our second aim. Our second aim is to calculate the field current here. So field current IF is equal to AF into delta IF. AF is nothing but here just now which we calculated, that is this one value need to be taken from the standard value, not from the which we have calculated. Which we have calculated was a 28.66. But what is the standard? That is a 28.5 here. So here we need to substitute 28.5 into delta F is assumed as 2.6. So field current how much we are getting? 74.1 ampere. Next our aim is to find out number of turns here. So number of turns is equal to full load field ampere turns divided by field current. Full load field ampere turns they have given and the field current Also just now which we calculated, which is 74.1. So how much we are getting? TF is equal to 87.8 turns. That is, turns cannot be in the form of a decimal. So TF is equal to 88 turns here. Next, our aim is to calculate resistance of the field coil. That is, RF is equal to rho LMTF divided by into TF divided by AF. So rho we are knowing it is a constant which is already taken as 0.01. LMTF, that is also we calculated 1.05. TF, that is the number of turns which is given, that is a 88, and divided by AF. AF area what we have taken 28.66 which we have taken here. That is 28.5 we have to take here. So RF how much we are getting? RF we are getting as 0.068. Now what is our fifth aim? Our fifth aim is to calculate the field copper loss per coil. Field copper loss per coil is nothing but the IF square into RF here. So IF just now which we calculated in our second aim, that is 74.1 square, 1 whole square into RF is how much? RF is nothing but 0.068. So field copper loss per coil how much we are getting? 373 watt. So now in the next video we'll go with our third